designed to save the world. People will look to the sky and see hope. I'll take that from them first. There's only one path to peace. Their extinction.
So, I want to know, you guys, I saw the movie last night. It was, I can't swear, but it was, fucking awesome.
Oh,
but
you just swore, though.
Good
guy.
When you get into the costumes, do you do, is there a ritual when you're, becoming these,
Just get really angry.
Yeah.
Because they're so
Center
uncomfortable.
yourself. Just push the rage down.
Yeah. They instantly just sweat there, and it's, restricting, and you better go to the toilet beforehand, because that's not an easy thing to do.
Any catchphrases when you're putting on the Cap costume? Are you like,
oh,
it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it.
I'm worthy. I'm worthy.
It's actually, once you're in it, it's actually fine. Getting into it, because some mornings, listen, I don't care what your job is. Some mornings you're not into it. It's exhausting. But the second you put it on, second you move around a little bit, sweat a little bit, you're like, all right, there we go. Now, honestly, by midday, it actually feels fine. It's just first thing in the morning sometimes when you're real tired, maybe you haven't had your coffee yet. It's, you really hate that thing.
We always did a dialect warm-up.
Yeah, we do a lot. We really wanted to embrace, where they were coming, where they were Eastern European, and then from Sokovia, and we wanted to kind of embrace that. So we did dialect coaching and did it together to sound familiar. And I think, we really wanted to... I really liked looking at all the comic books and trying to kind of see how their sort of physicality with each other. They're very close and very connected. So, you barely ever see them apart from each other. So, and just kind of embrace what that would be kind of emotionally as well. I think, they're very nurturing towards each other. She kind of mothers him at times. And I think he kind of is very protective over her and doesn't like anyone, touching her or, you know what I mean? So, and he's just, he's very fast with his superpowers, but he's very very impatient and kind of quick-tempered, I think, as well. And she's more thoughtful and kind of it's more mindful, I think. So
would massage each other.
Yeah, nothing we should really go into great detail
about that and leave it at that.
Anything else? When you were about to play these guys, did you any catchphrases, any?
Well, no, but funny enough, the funny thing about it is you really are suiting up for it.
Yeah.
I mean, both of us. I mean, you're really suiting up for it. So I mean, you are in a very tangible way. You are stepping out of your life and stepping into something else. I mean, because it's very different from makeup and hair and sort of getting your head in another space. Your entire physicality is being transformed into something else. For him, quite,
yeah.
But hours and hours and hours of makeup and a costume and everything else. But even for myself, I'm getting into this sort of, technological sort of suit with cameras and lights here and headpieces and back pieces and arm structure and this and the whole suit and everything else. And, so you really are coming to the set and entering a world that is, at least for me, entirely new.
So realistically, let's say I had a kid. How much would it cost me to get you to come to my kid's birthday in the costume?
$15 or something?
I was going to say 20, man. Come on.
Yeah. Okay, no, about $20. $20 for two of us. That's
combined.
It's $10 each.
Yeah.
That's pretty cheap.
Wow.
You're not worth more than $10
per
each?
hour though. So you think if you got an hour and a half, that's $30. So that's
a big deal.
Yeah.
We're going out tonight.
Yeah.
I haven't really worked that out yet. But
have you upped your prices now? You should wait till we find out about the receipts on this.
Yes, exactly.
And then we should talk to make sure that we're at least on par.
James could be your agent on this kind of deal. What would you do while you were getting into all that stuff? Would you sleep? Would you?
No, you can't sleep. I would think. Well, the getting into it wasn't so bad. It was after about 10 hours of being in it, and you can't quite hear because your ears are covered. So people are making jokes, and you're going, I can't hear. But after about 10 hours, you have to go into this sort of Buddhist place of just imagining the line of other actors that would like to be in your position because all you want to do is rip it off.
Would you find like red paint like later in the day? You know.
I found red paint for months after this was over. Yeah, in the strangest of places.
How much would it cost me to get these guys in costume?
Literally dozens of dollars. I would think twice.
I think that my quote would be much.
Wait, you want us to dress in costume and come to a party if you're gonna throw it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know.
Do we get free drinks?
Yeah,
Duh.
We're there.
Then I'm just there for a good time,
That's
sir.
right.
So open bar. That's all it takes.
By the way, that's all it takes to get me anywhere.
I would go for like $5.
That's pretty cheap.
I would really enjoy it. Why would you go for like a
All right,
quarter?
you can come to my birthday party. You can come to my daughter's birthday parties. And
I would love to dress up.
How much would you
Because
go?
I think like Elsa's cost like like a good $200 an hour.
Yeah, but Elsa's not real.
something.
Hey, but you're with Disney now, so maybe you can get a free Elsa.
Can we get some free Elsas as well?
Oh
please?
my God, how much would your kids flip?
They would, but actually it would be kind of a nightmare. They still sing "Let It Go," so.
Do you sing "Let It Go"?
Yeah, in my sleep at 3 a.m.
Try to create a suit of armor around the world. But I created something terrible. Artificial intelligence. It's called the Ultron program. I'm sick of watching people pay for our mistakes. Isn't why we fight so we can end the fight and go home?
Well, you amazingly failed.
So Ultron is like the ultimate evil, and I want to know what do you think is pop culture's evil? What's an evil thing, past and present, from pop culture?
Oh man, I have so many
Social
opinions.
media.
Yeah, you saw you just joined Twitter. Look at you.
Someone
I
did.
was gonna say you tweeted like
Someone
40.
did.
Are you too
I'm
famous?
not the worst Twitter. No.
Are you too famous to tweet yourself? Is what you're saying? Do you have like minions do that for you?
He just called you out.
I do it. I just don't know how to do it very well. So give me like a year or two, I'll catch up and there'll be a new version of that social media.
You'll still be
avenue,
behind.
and
It'll be great.
I'll be behind. So yeah. But it's more about it's like buying a book. It's easier to buy it than to read it.
True.
It's a strange
That is
connection
true.
there.
I
isn't it?
like it. I like it.
What's a pop culture evil, and how could we avenge it?
Well, see, this is gonna get me in trouble because I got plenty of pop culture things that I think are viruses, but I don't want to say them right now because they're people.
Oh,
I don't want to put people on blast.
they're people.
Chris Hemsworth on Twitter.
It's just a cancer eating away.
How do you avenge bad driving in L.A.? The people,
Well, you develop. Are they coming out with like a Google
instead of
car?
like road rage, but like do like for a good thing, a crusader against bad drivers. Can you just like run them off the road?
What would you do to
I'm
a bad
saving
driver?
lives.
What would if you were
By
the?
taking this one idiot off the road, I'm saving thousands of lives.
But then you in turn are like the road rager.
Well, isn't that how do you
Sort of-
avenge? You avenge.
sort of
You gotta
like an eye
avenge
for an eye.
something.
It's sort of an eye
I'm
for an
avenging
eye.
this guy's bad driving. He almost just murdered
Yeah,
this
but
old
then
lady
in
across
turn
the
you're
street.
also doing bad driving, getting that bad driver.
Well, what if I just knock him off the road safely?
Then you're a murderer.
No, safely.
Can we just talk about this for 5 more minutes?
Moving right along.
Like what we did on the way over here today.
Since you're part of, you guys are no stranger to this world, to the Disney World. Do you get free tickets to Disneyland? Do you get free swag?
No, but hey, Disney.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Would you like my address? No, I mean, you could get park tickets. I'm sure. Have you ever been to Disneyland?
No, they have characters of us running around. I don't know if it'd be a wise thing to do.
There are no Maria
think.
Hills, so I think
I'd
I'll
like
be
to
good.
go. I'd like to go.
You should go.
Dizzy?
Would you get to cut the lines because you're famous?
I don't know.
Have you never been to Disneyland in your life?
I haven't been in a while. No.
Okay.
We might want to.
I'd like to go. I'd like to go.
I mean, listen.
I think you got a couple of those little touch yourself toys though, right?
I did, but not
The little
those
mini-me's?
toys. Hello.
Whatever you call them. What do you call those little mini?
The action figures?
Yes.
No, I didn't get any of
Touch
those.
yourself toys.
Touch yourself toys.
We
That's
can
that's
say
an
that, not
entirely-
you.
Jeremy, that's an entirely different toy.
Is that what they're called?
No, I just made that up. I don't know. It's
Touch
like,
yourself
well, look, that's me. I'm touching myself.
you're
It's so
touching-
weird.
So it only works for if you are the person. You are
Yes.
the toy. Then it's a touch yourself toy.
Got it.
Right.
That's what I'm saying, it won't work for you.
I will say one thing about Perks is you get to go to the premiere, and you also get to bring 8 of your friends, and the people who you give those tickets to they treat you nicely.
Yeah,
That's a perk.
I guess it is.
Do you get a touch yourself toy?
I do have a touch myself toy, and I also have a touch myself toy.
And scene.
I love you.
Thank you very much.
How much fun is it to blow all this shit up?
You know, we didn't actually blow that much stuff up. And we did have this one tanker blow up. And we were all just like, so pretty. Now I see why they do that all the time. We should have had more explosions. It is kind of fun. It is kind of fun.
How much, obviously being a writer yourself, how much is what we see on screen in your head? Your producers talking to you, your other collaborators, or is it all in here?
Well, the buck definitely stops here. There's a lot of give and take. There's a lot of collaboration. I work with a lot of very talented people. The producers are really good storytellers, and I'm indebted to them for a lot of what goes on there. But at the end of the day, it's me up there, and as you can see, there's something wrong with me.
Hey, but it's making you a couple bucks, so it's...
Yeah, I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to lean into the wrong.
You're doing okay. Working with so many big actors on one picture, how do you manage all those personalities, all the expectations for so many big names on one project?
It's not hard because they don't come to me as big names. They come to me as artists, and we're working a problem together. Now, ask the AD about scheduling, and he will tell you a tale of big names and their schedules and what a nightmare it is. But when they're on that stage, we're all in the service of one thing, and that's the story. And they're a very good-natured bunch.
How involved will you be in the next one?
I will enjoy to watch it.
So is there a sense of relief that you can be more of a fan of the next one and not...
I plan to have a sense of relief as soon as the glaze comes off of my eyeballs. It's been getting this to you so you could see it.
Thank you, Joss. I appreciate it.
Was the hardest work I've ever done.
Why?
It's not a small film, and just coming down to the wire, so many decisions and tweaks and things came late in the game that we sound mixing and VFX, and there are one or two sort of digital portions of the movie. There are little things you wouldn't notice them, but one or two things that we didn't do practically. Obviously, we had the big Ultron puppet and the big Hulk puppet, but so it was mostly practical. But there were a few things. So by the end, it's basically like a sprinting marathon. So you got to go as fast as you can for about 5 months. And, we were all ready to drop.
But you're here today.
I am. No, this is another puppet. Oh, I enjoy the actors.
You guys have both played such iconic roles over the years. What have been some of your favorites, and how does this compare? Because it's, so different than things that both of you have done in the past.
Well, there's a lot of difference, and then there's also a lot of things that are very much the same, and that was so clear with James and I when we were acting in scenes, just us, and you're purple, I'm purple, and he's got this crazy fractal suit on and a headpiece on with cameras and lights on his face, and you're just looking at somebody's eyes in the end and playing a scene that's sort of about a father-son. That
was lovely that day in the parking lot, wasn't it?
Right.
We shot it in a parking lot.
Turns out it's in a forest.
Yeah. I know.
But did you ever think, when you were making Pretty in Pink, could you have even envision that this would be your life?
I have no memory of Pretty in Pink, so I don't know if I can answer that. But no, I've never been a planner at all, so I've never looked ahead to see what might come. But no, I've always sort of looked at each thing I've done as a sort of an island unto itself. It's only in the setting like this that I end up sort of reflecting on a career or things in the past. I generally am have my head pretty much in what I'm doing. And other things tend to fall away until I can get the hell out of there and get back to the house and open a bottle of wine.
Sold. I'm coming to your house.
Very good at it.
Recently, we've seen there's been a lot of celebrity roasts recently. They just roasted Justin Bieber. Is there anything, if you guys were going to be roasted, that you were like, don't touch that, I don't want you to talk about that?
I don't know if I'd put myself in that situation.
I don't know if I can handle
Oh,
it.
I just start crying probably. Because I saw some of that and I was like,
It was really good,
horrific.
wasn't it? It was funny. I love those roasts. I don't know
yeah,
if
but
I could
it's
take
just
it.
like
though.
kind of.
You couldn't take it?
Probably not. Probably not.
Don't know.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, you
It's
might
just
be able
like
to
a-
laugh in the moment, but then later it would just slowly.
It's just like breaking a
eat you.
horse, like you beat someone down so they come back stronger, like whiplash, that kind of thing.
Wow.
That's true.
I love these analogies.
All right, I want to know about the fighting sequences when you guys are just beating the shit out of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Is it empowering? Are you being careful not to get hurt? What is that like in that moment?
I don't know. My stuntman's doing it all.
Well, me. No, it's good fun, isn't it? You know what I like the most though is when there's a group of us doing it. If it's just you and a green screen and you're doing the thing, it's like, oh yeah. But a lot of the stuff we were doing was when there's a bit of a, the ensemble kicks in and teamwork comes into play. That's fun, It's like playing sport, basically.
It's well said, actually. I mean, even watching the movie, like those scenes where everyone's together and they did such a good job. Those big, long, it's great. They're the best shots in the movie, and those are the most fun where everyone's together and everyone's in the suit, and you're just kind of like, this is great. It's like a game.
The most expensive costume party I've ever been.
Thanks, Disney. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, man.
Here we all are, with nothing but our wit and our will to save the world. So stand and fight.
No way we all get through this. I got no plans tomorrow night.
I'm always picking up after you boys.
We can tear them apart.